the trigger? Where is it? You never give it to an ordinary citizen. Where is it? Where's the trigger? Where is it? Where is it?
The Order 1886 is the latest video game that would rather be a movie than anything else. A month ago, it was slammed by virtually everyone for its 6 to 8 hour campaign that focused more on window dressing than gameplay. While I doubt my opinion about the Order is any different than anyone else's at this point, I still think it's probably one of the best examples of a game developer utterly missing the point of the medium they work in, while also managing to completely misunderstand the medium they desperately want to imitate. I wasn't really upset at how short the Order's length was. To me, it seemed apparent during 2014's E3 trailer that the Order cared more about being a cinematic experience than an actual game. When a developer outright states this, I find it a bit unfair to then judge it outside of what it was aiming to be. Slamming the Order for its length and basic shooting gameplay is just too easy, and I can't say I'm surprised mainstream reviewers focused entirely on those aspects rather than what I found to be the real issue. If a developer wants to make a game as if it was a movie, I'm fine with that. If it focuses entirely on being a filmic experience and puts gameplay on the back burner, I'm okay with that too, because at least the developers are upfront about what they want to do. They're not tricking people with their intentions. What I'm not okay with is if all these compromises are done to tell such a frustratingly laughable storyline that ends up insultingly without anything being resolved. Ready at Dawn worked on this game for 5 years, and they really couldn't come up with a better story than this? Did they actually think, okay, we'll make a video game with the barest semblance of gameplay because we really want to make a movie? We already know this is going to be a controversial decision, so let's just make sure on top of that to write a story that's totally incomplete. How arrogant do you have to be to think this was a good idea? So the Order is set in a steampunkish London where there are these law enforcers known as knights who drink from these little flasks around their necks, which apparently make them immortal. The liquid comes from the Holy Grail, and it's implied that a number of these knights have been around since the days of Arthurian legend. The Knight's main job is exterminating half-breeds, which is just another word for werewolves. You'd think a story like this would do a better job of explaining how half-breeds came to be, but they're given next to no backstory other than that the Order have been fighting them for centuries. On top of that, the Knights are also facing off against a mysterious militia that seems to be just as well equipped with steampunky weapons as the Knights are, and want to violently take down the Empire. Eventually it's revealed that, of course, the rebellion are actually the good guys, and that the Order is actually corrupt and working for the nefarious East Indian Trading Company, and many of the higher-ups are actually werewolves themselves.
I'm as good as dead already.
The game ends with the main character going rogue, and virtually everything about the plot goes unresolved. It's such a basic story, and it's absolutely frustrating that a game developer with such ambition, such an admiration for film, and an eye for such pretty visuals couldn't come up with a better story than this. Honestly, the best part of the game, the best plot twist had to be this.
This must be what we're looking for.
It's so stupid, you wouldn't even think they'd actually do it, and then they do. I swear, I completely lost it when I got to this scene, and I honestly, I just really want to share it. Half of the reason I made this video is that I want to share this. It's gold.
Look, Hard Knight. See the evil we both fight against.
Vampires. It can't be.
I mean, they don't even explain werewolves, right? And then they're like, no. Let's put in vampires too. They don't even explain. They don't even explain why the werewolves are even working with the vampires. It's just like, oh well, you know, they're both, you know, monsters, so they get along. Like, nothing. Oh my God, nothing is explained. In fact, I mean, the vampires, their entire thing is they want to infect cities, right? But why are they working? Like, why are the werewolves okay with that? You know, like, oh, you know, oh, sure, we'll let you like completely take over the world, and we'll just help for some reason. We don't get anything out of this. In fact, your Order is killing us. So, what the? Oh my God. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to make a video game that's more of a film than a game, you really should at least have a decent plot that doesn't end with a tremendously weak cliffhanger. There are people out there that like these cinematic types of games, and delivering something that's incomplete is just insulting. I came in not expecting great gameplay or a lengthy campaign, but I expected that with that out of the picture, Ready at Dawn must have cooked up a decent story, at least. And, as you've seen and heard, it doesn't. The Order literally has nothing aside from pretty nice looking visuals. Literally the bare minimum of what you expect from a next-gen game.